Hey. So, my goal is to make this short and sweet. We say that and then we get on here and it's a whole thing, which is okay because I'm committed to allowing things to just flow. Okay, so if you are following me for my 31-day Divine Feminine Unfolding, thank you. I'm so excited to have you. Some of you have been giving feedback and we've been chatting a little bit. Some are following along incognito, which is perfectly fine and is an option. As long as you're getting it all, it's quite all right. But I wanted to jump in because I wanted to do some videos and a little bit of breakdown, maybe share my own things as the unfolding happens. But life is happening as well. So, and we still got plenty of time for that to happen. But I wanted to get in and just say, the importance of this is not just about wanting things, always looking with your hand out and wanting, right? We are born royal. We are royalty. We are not from this place. I know specifically that I am not, okay? And that it is my birthright to live in abundance. If you are a Bible reader, then you know that the Bible says that, God came that we may have life and have it more abundantly. The whole point and purpose was for us to have an abundant life. And so the wanting is holy. It's not weird. It shouldn't be annoying. You shouldn't be made to feel like you're too much because you're wanting the very things that were placed inside of you to want. To understand and know that is your soul desiring your birthright. That is your soul desiring the abundance that you were meant to come here and live and experience. We were not meant to struggle and, be in poverty and to lack and all the things, right? And so that's why I gave the list of 5 things which I posted yesterday, the 5 reasons why wanting is holy, and it is the unfolding to this divine feminine. Because if you think about it, it stems from such a young age. I know I can be guilty of it sometimes when you go into the store with your parents and the first thing, don't ask for nothing, don't look at nothing, you better not touch nothing. From a very young age, we were told and programmed that it's too much, it's annoying, it gets on my parents' nerves, that somehow I'm too much, that your wanting is too much, and so therefore you are somehow too much, right? And so we learn this and we build this over time, and then this is how you turn into, I know specifically, I turned into that person that I don't ask for much, I don't need that much, this is good, we don't need this, we don't need that. And I know having to watch my mom work multiple jobs growing up, shopping, we had nice things, but maybe shopping on a discount and that sort of thing, it puts it in your mind that, wanting more is somehow a problem or a burden, that sort of thing. And, even when you hear church say, the money is the root to all evil, and just all these things that build up over time that makes you feel like this deep desire that you have is somehow wrong, and then therefore there is something wrong with you. And as the divine feminine, we are meant to be in a posture of receiving. We're meant to receive. We are meant to receive and then multiply these things, turn it into something more, right? So how can we be in a posture of receiving if we feel like our wanting it is too much, And so then we adopt this hustle mentality. You have to work, sleep when you're dead type of mentality to get these things or to build these things and all of that. And I'm not saying be lazy. I'm not saying procrastinate. I'm not saying don't have a dream, but I am saying we have to be in a position, we receive better when we are in a position of, divine inspiration, acting on divine inspiration, doing the things that light us up from the inside out. And at first that's hard because it looks like, but I'm not doing anything, or the thing that I want may take too long to build, right? And so that beginning part feels like, I don't know about that, because, it might even put you back into that time when you were a kid and maybe you didn't have the money because your parent did. And so it puts you back into this waiting. I'm waiting till this person is in a good mood to do X, Y, and Z for me. If it feels uncomfortable, it feels in a box, caged in, it feels like bondage, right? Like chains are on you and like you're having to wait. And what if I told you that's not the case? And that it's so holy, and there is something so big and so abundant about your being in the position to receive and resting, right? It's not about the wait per se, because I don't want you to get in a space of always waiting and it's gonna come and I'm just grateful. Somebody posted something that our gratitude can oftentimes just be oftentimes us being complacent, just waving it off as I'm grateful. I got this, I got that, I got the lights on, I got water run. That's good enough for me. It's the easy way out to not want more, because wanting more, life has told you that wanting more is disappointment. It will somehow disappoint you. And that's not the case. We are meant to receive, and we are meant to receive in abundance. And the way that we do this is by being lit up inside, by loving the things that we're doing, not just doing stuff or just doing this or doing that or hustling this way, hustling that way, just to get what we want, right? That's what burns you out. That's what makes you tired. That's what burns the light out inside, because it's not what you want to do, and that's not what we came here to do, right? Someone else I saw, she was saying how she gets everything that she wants, right? And that's what I totally believe. I get everything that I want. In this life, I have not had to hustle, although I did get into like this hustle phase because people around me were saying, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. When, no, I don't. It just comes to me. When the inspiration hits me, I do it, I act on it, and then boom, abundance flows from there. And I'm still lit up, I'm happy, my feet are kicked up, it's still making money for me, and I'm just living my life. She was just saying how she gets everything she wants, and it's merely because she's put herself in a space of receiving only what she wants. And this is what your wanting is about. When you reject the things that you don't want, then it opens you up to everything that you do want. And so one of the 5 things that I posted yesterday, let me go to that. I wrote it down. So your wanting, when I mentioned on number 2, your wanting requires vulnerability. And that's what I was speaking about, where you're being put in a place of maybe possibly being rejected, or somebody making you feel like your wanting is too much, right? But then also, you owning your wanting dismantles old conditioning. So this conditioning of, I have to hustle for it, I have to work for it, I have to work 2 and 3 jobs for it. It has to be small enough so that it's okay for everybody else. And or that, the hustle means I gotta go and get it, because I can't just relax and depend on or trust that it is coming to me, that I can magnetize it. And I think that was number 3 on the list yesterday, was your desire fuels your magnetism. So there are no mixed signals sent out to God, to the universe, of what it is that you truly want. So when you're saying, this is what I want, and you put yourself in the posture of receiving just that, then you can magnetize that sort of thing in. But if you're constantly, getting antsy and then, well, I'm gonna just go hustle for it, I'm tired of waiting, or and I don't want, you're afraid of being told no or rejected. The rejection, again, something stems from childhood, when your parent is telling you no, or don't ask, that's too much, or huffing and puffing and making it seem like it's too much. It brings that up in you. And so it's hard to just sit back and let it come to you. It's white butterfly. It comes to visit me all the time, this white butterfly. It puts you in a position of being able to bring those things in, and it dismantles that old conditioning of disappointment, and that it won't come to you. So she was saying that, this offer came to her and she turned it down, and because it did not look like what she has decided she wants. And shortly after that, another offer came in that was exactly what it was. Every detail, every number, down to the letter, was exactly what she wanted. And that's because she sent out not mixed signals, because you're here, there, and all over the place, because you're scrambling and scratching and scraping and pulling for the things that you want. Instead, it's saying, no, I'm going to decide right now today, I'm not going to just take things out of desperation. Well, it's some money, I'm going to take it. Well, it's an opportunity, I ain't going to turn it down. No, if it does not look like what you have decided is what you want for your life, then the answer is no, I don't want it. And then this sends a clear signal out that, okay, she's clear, she's sure in her want. She's not deciding, well, is this gonna be too much, or what somebody's gonna think about it, or how long am I gonna have to wait, or is it really gonna come in? I'm not really sure. All these old beliefs, and again, people in your life making you feel like you're too much, whether it was childhood, whether you became an adult, or you're in today's times where dating makes you feel like it's too much, or you're too much, or you're asking for too much, or your want and your needs are too much to be met, right? So once you can, the whole point of this divine unfolding, and as we talk about wanting and why wanting is so important, because it absolutely dismantles old programming, childhood trauma, things that you went through in tough relationships with tough people, or old friendships that you were once in, family, and just the way people talk to you and handle you and make you feel like your wanting is too much, when actually your abundance is in your wanting. Especially as the divine feminine, your wanting is full of your desires, and your desires is the compass of the feminine, right? It's everything. It's how we relax. It's how we have a soft life. It's how we're able to be all lit up and excited and just watch money flow in to us and watch us. It's how you sit back and watch the life that you want unfold. So I just wanted to jump in and just kind of give that little bit, and to just say, for me, it's where I am now. I'm actively coming out of old things into the newness, but I find myself just accepting this little bit here or that little bit there, out of fear of upsetting somebody, or still feeling that people pleasing coming up on me, and not wanting to ruffle feathers and not wanting to cause confusion or conflict, right? But I wanted to get on here and say the reason why that's an issue is because it confuses everything. It confuses God, it confuses the universe, it confuses what you're trying to pull in, because it's like, okay, what are you saying? Do you want the old stuff, or you want this new stuff? Which one do you want? You're actively creating your reality every single day. So if you're diving back into the old behaviors and beliefs, then that's going to open up for you again. But if you are holding firm and maintaining strong in the things that the new reality that you want, that's going to come in and stick and stay as well. So I've been really enjoying the questions. I sit with them, I make sure they make sense along the way, and they have really been getting me together, especially today's prompt. If you have not seen today, the 14th, today is August 14th, 2025. If you have not seen the 14th, today, I'm going to post this today. It's in the stories. Try to check, go and check it out. And maybe I'll even put it as a caption to this video, today's prompt. But it really, really just makes you sit and really, sit with yourself about where, and be honest about where you are. And it's okay. There's no right and there's no wrong answer, because wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be. There is no race. There is no rush. What's for you will always be for you. This is not about getting to the quick fix or the, instant this or that to get to where you are, to where you want to be. But this is literally about assessing where you are, and where you might need some things that you might need to tighten up on or release and let go, so that you can live a life that you feel lit up all the time, not just sometimes, but all the time. Okay. And I hope this helps. I look forward to chatting a little bit more, just turning on the camera and talking. I don't do that often. I find myself hiding a little bit, so that's a part of what I'm on my divine unfolding, and things that I need to unfold and understand and get to the bottom of the whys. You know what I mean? So I love you so much. I will be back again with more to chat about, more things, more downloads that come to me. I often just write them down. I'm a writing person. I like to write. I like to type it out. I like to give it in that manner. But God is saying, use your voice, open, work, flex, that throat chakra, ma'am. Say it, speak it. Let them see your face. Let them hear your voice and feel your heart, right? So this was a little bit of a long one. I hope you were able to watch it. And let me know in the comments what you think, how you resonate. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just all of us, each one reach one, teach one, so we can all just kind of elevate and unfold together, but in the best way possible. And I love you guys. We're doing so good. We're on day 14. Let's keep it going. We're almost halfway there. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.